Hello everybody, Mustafa here. I made this video for all of you so that you have an example for what is expected in the narrative synthesis assignment. I do want to note a few things for all of you before I get started. The first one is, you'll notice I'm sitting down. It's totally okay for you to be sitting down if you'd like. The other thing I want you to know is that I do have a paper here in front of me, like to act as an outline. As you probably already know, it's totally acceptable for you to have something like that as well. But you'll notice when I tell my story that I'm not reading off the paper. I will be referring to it occasionally, like when I forget, or if I forget something, but other than that, it's just meant to serve as a reminder for what to say, but not necessarily as something to look at so that I know what to say verbatim. The last thing I want to bring to your attention before I start my story is my environment. You'll notice there isn't a whole lot going on back there that is distracting, right? I got a big plain white wall. There's, a fan and a laptop case and a printer, whatever. I don't consider those things to be distracting. And it's for the most part pretty plain. The reason for that is because we want to prepare you all for how to present yourselves in this kind of environment, because it looks like we're going to be doing it this way for quite some time. Alright, so I will now start my story for you. And so this is what's expected of you in this assignment. 10 years ago, I got a job serving at Red Robin. And I remember on the first day of the job, I met this young woman who was working at the host desk. And I thought she was really, really attractive. And one thing led to another, and her and I started flirting a little bit, and we eventually dated, actually. We dated for about 6 months, and then the relationship went south. Now, usually, when I go through a breakup, I don't have like a jarring emotional experience. I mean, for the most part, when I go through a breakup, it's been pretty amicable, and it's usually a pretty peaceful experience. But for some reason, with that specific woman, it bothered me that it ended. And so one of the things that's always been on my mind is, well, why her? What was different about her? What was different about that relationship from all the other ones? And here's the thing that's really been itching at me, is that it's been 10 years since that relationship ended. And I've dated other people. But for some reason, I'm still not completely over that specific relationship. And that brings me now to the concept of a close relationship. When I learned about the concept of a close relationship, it helped me get a better understanding of what was different about that specific woman compared to all the other people that I dated. What I mean by that is, well, a close relationship is a relationship that fulfills needs for us. It's a relationship that where there's an emotional attachment, and the third thing is, it's a relationship that where we view the person as irreplaceable. And so what I realized after learning that concept is that woman 10 years ago, she met all those criteria, but all the other people I dated didn't. What I mean by that is, I had an emotional attachment to her. Like, when she was happy, I was happy. And so there's the emotional attachment. And she obviously filled needs for me, right? Like, intimacy and physical needs, for example. And the fact that it's been 10 years, and I've dated other people, and I'm still not completely over it, says to me that she is, to some extent, irreplaceable, right? Like, I haven't been able to put another person in her place, right? So I guess what I'm trying to say is that the concept of a close relationship has helped me understand why my breakups with everybody else have been peaceful, but with this specific young woman, they haven't been. It hasn't been as peaceful. Alright, everybody, that is the assignment. That was a little over 3 minutes. If you have any other questions, please direct them to your TAs, and I wish you the best of luck. Bye-bye.